Evening, y'all. Chief Prepper here. Hopefully, you can hear this. See how it's nice and smooth? Air is flowing, not acting like it's cutting in and out. So this is a quick video on that. I think that's called a spot cooler. They need to be cleaned periodically, like completely flushed out with one of the sprayer nozzles, not like a pressure sprayer, but like the thing you just clip on the end of your hose. You can make it into a stream. And you need to clean. There are filters on those things that need to be cleaned on a fairly regular basis, but even cleaning those, gunk and shit gets into the fins on, I don't know what the fuck it's called, but I think it dissipates heat. So, but those are the things that I talked about several years ago. If you live in a high humidity environment, if you have a regular supply of backup power and you can use those, they are also a source of water, but the water would need to be filtered. So basically spray the shit out of them, and you'll see nasty shit come out of the drain that normally just drains the water that comes about from it creating cold air. So once you do that, clean the filters, clean the fins or whatever you want to call them, spray them out, and you need to make sure it is not plugged in and you're outside. All right, don't be stupid. Make sure it's drained really good. Let it sit for half an hour. Wipe it down, and then plug it back in. Reset the circuit. When I unplug mine, I trip the breaker on the plug and then pull it out. And then when I put it back in, then I reset the breaker and push the on button. So basically, it will start. When it needs to be clean, you'll start hearing it come on, off, where the airflow is not consistent. So that's one tip. Update on the solar. With the addition of my primary refrigerator and the 200 watt panel, when I looked at my backup battery system tonight, it was at 94%. And we had, the last several days, we've had pretty good sun. Yesterday was not as good, and it was at, I want to say 85%, and today was at 95. So, and that could be just, I plugged it in 3 times for 45 minutes, and the whole time it was pulling 1700 watts. So I watched a video from a couple that runs on, they're off grid, and their system shut off because their batteries got a memory in them and it did something. So it was a good video. I wish I had a link for it, but so, and it's important you clean your window ACs and or your spot coolers, because you can get Legionnaire's disease from them if they're dirty. And when I say you'll be shocked at how much dirt comes out, it comes out like dark black muddy water for a while, and then basically you just, for me, I just keep spraying it until it runs clear, and then spray it some more. So, yeah, the solar is doing well, and it helps a lot. When I put the second array up, I was kind of interested in morning to early afternoon sun, and then I forgot that in Texas our most intense heat is from around 2 o'clock to around 7. So the array that was on the roof, after I added the 4th panel, went from facing like this way to facing this way, and then it was canted already on the stand. So anyway, I was just looking at a spot I didn't see on my hand before, but so I'm getting almost 1300 watts on occasion out of it. So I'm getting plenty of power out of, I mean, I got 1600 watts with the capacity up there, but the efficiency, I think it's set at 45 or 60 degrees, I don't remember which, or 45 or 35, I don't remember which, but it's getting almost 1300 watts when the sun is at its peak, and I'm getting the maximum power out of the solar panels. So, and then it's in what's called pass-through mode, so the deep freezers and the refrigerators are pulling on the batteries the whole time, and then at night it runs on batteries all night, and it drops at 10%, sometimes 15%, and then during the day it's pulling on it, but as the solar panels start charging, it's charging the batteries and it's powering everything. So that's kind of cool. So I'm interested to see this month's electricity bill, which should have shut off. We get it around the 18th or 19th of each month. I don't remember what the billing period is, but I don't think I'll see a change from adding the refrigerator until August bill. And then I'm really interested. Last month it was 850 kilowatt hours less, and then this month it should be probably more, because I didn't realize how bad the deep freezers were pulling power in the heat of summer, and because they're not in a climate controlled environment, they pull a lot of power. So last month's electricity bill was $270. It's normally closer to 400 or low 400s. And then in addition to that, I mentioned I'm turning off my hot water heater in the evening after we don't need it for dishes or showers. And then I turn it on when my wife, we'll start turning it on when my wife gets home, and then she's got normally exercises and comes back and showers. But the water's plenty warm during the summer down here without the hot water heater being on. So anyway, almost 7 minutes. Quick tip about portable air conditioners and spot coolers, and then my solar is hopefully making back some of the money I spent on it. So keep prepping. Information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot, share love. Prepper out.